On the sports wrap, we showed you just about a minute and a half of my 11-minute one-on-one conversation with new ODU men's basketball coach Mike Jones, where he talked about his initial thoughts on taking the job, and ODU averaging 5,700 fans per game last season despite obvious struggles on the court. Check that out up right now on wavy.com. Jones, a D.C. native, graduate of DeMatha Catholic. His roots in the DMV and Commonwealth run deep. He's also helped to coach at the 17U and 16U level for USA basketball for numerous years. Here's part two of our conversation last night in studio. A basketball career as a player and coach that spanned more than 30 years, and all of it in the DMV and the Commonwealth, including 4 seasons at Old Dominion as a player from 1991 to 1995. And now he's back to lead the Monarchs as head coach. Well, pleased to be joined by Mike Jones, the new man in charge of the Old Dominion men's basketball program. Mike, thanks for taking the time to have this conversation. First and foremost, what goes through your mind when you see those old clips of your playing days at Old Dominion?
I definitely look a lot different now. The game has aged me, I guess you could say, but just great memories that I'm chasing with a great staff, and we're going to try to bring those memories and that excitement back. I
just mentioned 3 years in college, but you had a lot of success as a high school basketball coach, right? DeMatha Catholic in D.C., spent 20 years there. High school coaches have had sort of a resurgence lately. Nate Oates at Alabama had like 12 years in the Detroit area. Danny Hurley, 10 years a high school basketball coach. How did being a high school coach shape you just overall as a coach?
Yeah, don't forget Kevin Keats. He was a high school coach as well. It's at my core. I mean, it's the purity of the game. It's the non-business aspect of it at that level. But I think high school coaches are very much underappreciated because as a high school coach, you have to do a little bit of everything. And obviously, college coaching is a totally different animal with so many other factors into it. But you know, your high school coach usually is the one not only coaching your team, but he's mopping the floor. He or she is raising money. You know, you got car washes, bake sales, and things like that. Sometimes the high school coach takes the uniforms home with him, and he's got to wash those. And you know, and you're caring about the kids' grades, and you're worried about the kids that you know maybe aren't in a great home situation. So did they eat? Did they get up? Are they getting to school? You become so much more than just a coach at the high school level. So coming onto the college side, there's a lot less of that, but when it's in you, it's in you. So you still care about those kids the same way. And again, I embrace that part of me. The high school coach in me, to my core, I think helps me be a better college coach.
Tomorrow night on the show, more of our conversation with Mike Jones, part 3. He'll talk about some of his staff hires, which include one of the best players in ODU history. Tomorrow on the Sports Wrap at 10:45.